Hi guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Corsair Cove. This is the Let's Try. We're figuring out if this new vertical city builder is any good. And I must say, so far I am enjoying it and I am getting a little bit addicted to it. I'm continuously playing and yeah, having a lot of fun with it. The challenges with this is an interesting new thing. But the question is, if I compare it to Anno, right? Because I think from a production chain perspective, it's fairly close to Anno, and I kind of. But the thing that is different though is obviously we've talked about the logistics before, but it's also this whole class system. So here, I think the only similar thing is this whole different style of pirates that you may need depending on the direction you go into. So it does bring that in a little bit, but it's not as pronounced necessarily. But maybe it will become, and you can isolate it in some area, which you could do in Anno as well. So maybe it's got a bit of a more of an Anno vibe now that we've got the additional pirate classes coming in. But generally speaking, yeah, the whole logistics thing is a much bigger theme on this one, which is good. And it also gives you different ways of dealing with it. So unlike you don't have to have all of the chains. Like we just built this new stew chain here, which is based on the pig farms, which is very similar to Anno did a similar thing as well, right? There was different ways of achieving the same kind of things, and so maybe that's something that we're seeing a lot more of here. But obviously we've got the challenge of having to move everything around continuously, and then obviously we now have some events that we can deal with and some specific quest directions we can choose, right? So there's some stuff there that we can focus on. Now, what are we doing today? We are upgrading this trade pier. Trade pier needs to be unlocked first. What does that mean? I thought can we do it? Upgrade to a trade pier. Trade pier must be unlocked first. Oh, then we can go do the bigger ships. Oh, okay, so trade pier cannot be unlocked, but I want to trade. How do I trade? If I go to the compass, where would I guess under wealth we would see the trade pier, right? Sailmaker. Oh, then we're gonna get the sailmaker to work. Oh, so we really didn't need that one, but we did get it anyway. Bird bombs, more stew, wells, loan sharks, a royal ropeway. Trade pier unlocks only after all of this. Wow, that's a bit of a. Didn't quite realize it's going to take us that long to get there. Okay, so in the meantime, what can we do? I think we can do a look at this trading post, right? I like the idea of putting the trading post here. Yeah, that feels like the right thing, right? So we'll put the trading post in there. I will try and give it a bit of a tie-in over there. So we're gonna keep doing a little bit of this, right? Because it feels like it should be connected to that. So we'll get this one built. It cost us a little bit of money, right? Of course it did. Let's just see. Trade pier. Yeah, it cost us some money. We can do crow's nests, which will give us coin per discovery event. And the question is it going to be worth it? I guess it will be worth it. And then we can do this one, which gives us, I don't know if we need that boost just yet. So we'll go with that for now. The other thing that we did, however, ever unlock, and let's see how many open spaces we have. We do have some availability. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by demolishing some of this stuff over here, right? And we'll start by putting in some new houses, some classy cabins. So can I get it all the way to this edge of the water? Okay, that did not quite do what I was expecting, right? Let's just remember this is going to cost us coin as well, right? So we keep an eye on that. So let's start. What? Hang on. Back. It's the classy cabin, right? It's interesting that it allows you to go here, but then it puts it a little bit to the side, right? What on earth is that thing? Let's just stop that again. let's just try it. Given we know we're going to only squeeze the one in here, right? Let's bring it all the way this way then. And let's get it built so that we can see what actually happens there, right? Yeah, obviously it's not well connected, so it takes some time. Okay, here we go. It's 12 housing straight away, and it doesn't look too bad. So the kind of big stuff that we saw there was temporary stuff. Then can we squeeze one next to it? I guess not. So the next one we'd have to have a look at how we deal with the next one here, right? So let's try and do this, and that, and see, can we now add another in here? Now they are bigger, right? So this is going to cause us a little bit of a challenge. But I guess what we can do is we can clear this out. We'll clear that out for the time being. We'll get rid of these things. Okay, so we'll keep... No, we'll get rid of that as well. It's all in our way here, right? So we'll leave that, right? Because that is actually fulfilling a function here at the moment. And we may put another one on the other side there if we get to that. But for now, let's just see, how can we do... Okay, this is where it's at, right? So one there. Can we get another one? We can. There we go. So that's the start of our cliffside condo. And what I'm kind of wondering, these guys are... I'm guessing we should be giving them a little bit of a connection point down that way, right? There's no real paths to here, right? So let's just do that, get some paths connected. So it's at least a little bit easier to get from where you want to go. So this is lots of additional housing, right? Yeah, tons of housing. That's the plan. Tons of housing. So what I'm keen on understanding is if we were to do some housing on this side, right? If I were to grab... I can't, it's too close. So you can have the path there, but I guess what we'll do, and then, because the idea would be that we're going to slowly remove some of these, right? I think we've got extra room. So what we'll do is let's get rid of 2 of them so we can have a quick understanding of how we would be linking them together. So I guess we want to do maybe this, right? And we will get rid of that one and do the same thing kind of right here, right? So we'll do 2 of them. That should get us going a little bit. I'm struggling to maneuver out of here. Yeah, okay. Maneuver out of there. There we go. We'll come back and have a look at that. I don't want that, right? So with those 2 homes built, I think we should be fine, right? Yeah, tons of houses. So we can slowly do that. Now, we do need to be mindful of the gold cost of building that, so we'll keep an eye on that. We obviously have some stone and stuff available. How is our food production going? So our food warehouse is really expanding quite significantly at the moment. Now, let us have a look. So the Great Chaos is ready to go, right? We're all good, ready to go, nice and upskilled, right? Let's quickly have a look. One more thing before we go out. Let's start maybe looking at the whole apothecary thing. They need water, but we also had this thing, right? Tools. Okay, so if we go and have a look at our production, right? We are actively losing wood. Okay, so that's an interesting one, and that's one thing that I wanted to bear in mind, right? So let's come in through here. We currently have the wood. Oh, the wood warehouse is completely empty. So let's clear that one out, right? This is now just a lumber warehouse. Let's clear that one out completely, right? This is now only lumber, right? Let's. Can we close that? I don't think so. Anyway, that's fine. So there's now only lumber being thrown in here. So we've got tons of lumber that can be used for construction. That's fine. And I guess what we're trying to do is add some more, right? So let's grab the raw resources. Where would that be? Over here. Raw resources. So let's see. Where can we can squeeze it in here. That's outside of the range, but I guess we can absolutely squeeze it in there. So we'll get some more wood cuttings. Okay. And then the question is, we need to effectively get it to a warehouse, right? So I think it does need to, we do need to get this warehouse up and running for that as well. All right. So let us look at an option. If we were to try and do this, too long, huh? Too long. That is the warehouse, but if we expand it across there, right? Okay. So that's the plan. Okay. The next thing, we might want to do an extra sawmill at some stage, which is fine. What else is using wood? This is using raw wood, huh? Yeah. Well, we need to just get this connected up, right? Because we've got that already. And then we want to do this one. And this is not our factory cliff, right? This is not our factory cliff. So let's just get this connected. If we were to just bring that up directly over there, right? I guess that will allow it to work, right? So I guess what we are trying to do is we are saying, grab your wood here and grab your wood over there, right? So that's okay. And then anybody using wood, right? Who is using wood? You are using wood. You shouldn't be getting it directly over there, right? You should be grabbing your wood. Sorry, you should be grabbing your wood over here, right? Who else is using wood? It's the only the Cooper. I have an inkling suspicion someone else is using wood. Do we know any connections? Oh, yeah, the sawmill. Of course, the sawmill is using wood. Now, this one may continue to grab it directly, I think. So any excess wood is going to be... Oh, yeah, so we are picking it up. So anyway, any excess wood will be picked up there. Now, the next thing that we want is now we want to do those tools, right? I'm not sure what we're doing with those tools just yet, but we want to do those tools. So question is, do we come back stuck? Okay. Do keep going, get through here. Okay, turn. There we go. That's a bit challenging. So we do have this connection across to the other side. So maybe we do the wall on this side and they get their stuff over there. So if we do tools, no, you're not going to grab it there though. Ah, I see. We've got a bit of a challenge here though, right? Let's just have a look at this. Yeah, so we're unfortunately not on a level that can actually make sense for us right now, right? We also cannot tie into this level with this path. Okay, so we may have to do some more of that, right? So anyway, no, not the apothecary. The tools. We wanted to do a bit of the tools, right? I think that is my plan. We will keep it kind of disconnected for the time being. And what we may do, find ourselves doing, it needs to be connected for us to construct it, of course. And so we do, I think, ooh, hang on. I'm pretty sure, oh, we are allowing it to run straight through there. So let's do that. Get that connected. We will provide a bit of a... Oh, no. We want to... I don't think we can connect down here, really. So the options we have is doing kind of something like this as maybe as a starting point. But we can also go... Not really. There's not a lot of places we can go to. Oh, that's the warehouse right over there. Oh, man. Directly to the warehouse? Yeah, we're going to do that. Up here. and then directly to the warehouse, right? Okay, and now when this guy is built, it's going to go and grab this stone on the other side. When it's built, we're going to make sure that we're getting our connection from where we need it to come from. Okay, pause it there. We will get our connection here, please. So that's where you're going to grab it. And that's a pretty direct piece, right? And now what we don't have is a warehouse for this stuff, right? If we move through this way, what do we have in terms of warehouse availabilities? No, that's all full. But my thinking is maybe another warehouse next to this, and we'll get the warehouse stuff to come over here. So if we grab another warehouse, that's in the way there. We can't really do that. If we disconnect that bridge doesn't do too much. So let's well, there's people on it straight away, but let's disconnect that bridge. Let's then quickly try and get another warehouse in here. Oh, it doesn't want to. So the bridge can come back. So I guess the next warehouse will have to go directly in here, right? So we'll get another warehouse to go in there. That's going to be on the same level. What I'm a little worried about is it can go straight to this guy. Yeah, that's good. That's the warehouse level. Okay, that's very good. So we can put that connection back that we now so eloquently removed here. I want to have it pretty direct to where stuff is happening, right? Oh, that's the warehouse up there for these guys. So we don't need to get nuts here. This is slightly more aesthetic, I think. But it does do a little bit. Okay, so now we will start collecting the tools into this warehouse. So once this warehouse is built, we'll collect the tools. We also don't have a booze warehouse, which is something we may consider. So there we go. What we'll do is we'll connect it over there so it will be picking up the tools. So the tools will come on in. And then what else do we want? We wanted to have a look at the apothecary, which will need the herbs and stuff. But what else needed this? Did the weaver need this? Who needed the tools? Someone needed the tools. Ah, the weaver. The weaver needed it for sales. So tools is not something we actively need right now. But anyway, we're getting ahead of it. Let's go on a mission. We are looking for this one. Let's go and do this one. Ooh, let's embark. Let's go out there and go and do that mission, right? We could get extra 20 coin. If we build, okay, let's do that. Let's go in here and build the thing, right? The other thing. This crow's nest. If we build this crow's nest, it just feels like, are we sure? Yeah, I guess we want it up at the top. Thematically, we want it up all the way at the top here, right? And still on the cliffside, though. We'll do this, right? We'll pop it in there, and we'll give it a connection down to here, right? And we can even do this. Nice. There we go. So we've got that one in place now. So that means that we will be scoring 20 per discovery event entered with a ship. And that's before we got out there, right? So we'll score some extra points for that, or coin at least. It's cost us a bit, but I guess we're going to have multiple discovery events over time. So it's good to have one in place. It doesn't cost us anything in terms of upkeep, right? And all of our numbers here are good. These that are 0 means that we are filling up the warehouses, no problems. That's basically what this means. We've got so much of everything. So we've got a pretty healthy economy, I must say. Okay, let's go and do this event. Let's enter it and see what's going on here.
Crossbone Keys, an eerie place, like it's not fully of this world. Yet it draws in sailors from far and wide. In the
Okay.
Ocean's End Tavern, you'll hear some strange stories, and sometimes you'll find you a part of the tale all along.
I've heard many tales from the Crossbone Keys. How much of it is true? Well...
Yeah, I bet it's all hogwash. Tall tales are for weaklings and pretenders.
Yeah, so we've got a bit of a story, but I don't necessarily need us to listen to all of it, right?
Surely worth a fortune.
Let's look for it together. You can have the profits, so long as I get credit for the discovery.
Okay. Good. Okay, so what's happening here? The Fountain of Youth. Okay. On our way to the Ocean's End Tavern, we are accosted by a crusty old mariner. His ramblings are mostly incoherent, but one thing catches our attention. He claims to know the location of the mythical Fountain of Youth. Lead the way, old man. Take us there. If we want to go down the notoriety path, mark the location on our map and we'll find it ourselves. If we're going to go down the Seafarer one, we are going to go down the notoriety one. +2 notoriety principal points, +15 cohesion. And this one goes the other way. So we're going to go this way.
Why are people claiming to have found the Fountain of Youth always old?
So, okay, so here we are now. So now, we actually have to do some events here, I guess. All right. Let's just see. What do we have? Oh, that's Scarlet. Okay, so we've just got an ever-expanding area here. That's the free port. This is the treasure cave, which is something I'd be interested in. This is an abandoned settlement. This is... We're probably not good enough for that. The Ocean's End. I don't know what that is. And this is another treasure cave. Okay, so treasure caves are plenty. We've got the free port. Send the ship here to play the event. Oh, that's the treasure fleet. I want to grab the treasure fleet. Can we head over to the treasure fleet, please? I don't know if we can catch it. I think it might disappear. Let's just try. We've lost it. Huh? We've lost it. So we're going to have those pop in every now and again. Send a ship here to play the event, the free port. Let's... A friendly fisherman's boat we can safely resupply. Let's embark to that one. Let's quickly get that up and running. It means that we don't necessarily have to go all the way home each time to resupply on things, right? I guess we also need either another port or we need another port to get an extra a shallow port in our kind of area to be able to get some of these things to get an extra ship. Let's have a look at this friendly fisherman's port. We can safely resupply here. Oh, I thought it was more than that. Anyway, this is speed, maneuverability. We're better than all of this, and we can get a lot of wine here. A smuggling run. We've got a drifting castaways. Let's reassign here then instead, right? Let's go and do this one. Let's get all of that. We don't have the level 3 ship, but I think we've got the stats, more than enough of the stats that we need, because we've gone with the Reaver Plus, or not what is the Reaver Plus variant. So the Great Chaos won't let us down, I'm sure. And then we can pick up these guys, the drifting castaways. Let's enter this. Smuggling run. Now, lose advantage. Okay, we want to just kind of ramp up the advantage as quickly as we can. So I guess we're going to use maybe the big one. Or what we'll do is let's just do this one. Okay. We want to do that again, I guess. We want to prevent the damage. gain 1. I don't think we need that. We can gain 2 in the next turn and we prevent the damage basically. Or do we just go with this one straight out again? Let's just do that. And I think one more time. We're still not quite there yet, right? Wow. Okay, now how much do we need? We need about 24 more. So it's going to have to be this one yet again. Let's do that. Wow.
Cargo is on board. Now we must make good time. If we're late, the deal will be off.
We can do it with this one straight away. Can we do it and prevent the damage? No, we cannot. I think we're going to go with this one. Just make it straight away. Oh, it did not get us there. Oh, of course, of course. We needed the top score. Now this one, and we did get a little bit of damage there, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, our supplies is not good. We're in a bit of a bind with the supplies. Now we could try and prevent the damage, though, on our crew. Let's just... Oh, we've got 2 now. So we should be able to get the max. We only need... How much more do we need? 1,200. So we should be able to get the max out of this one. Or we can do this one. No, none of these are useful in terms of preventing the damage to the crew. So I guess what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and prevent the damage to the crew. Because that's a bit of a bigger one. And this one is going to then present the damage to this. And we've got the 2 die, so we should be able to finish that off, right? Oh my goodness, still not. Damage to the crew again. Yeah, we're gonna... This is not gonna be good. No crew damage, though. Okay, now we have to... Now we have to get more supplies. I think we'll do this one and just get a full... do we get a full stack of supplies? Or this one and get 14. I think this is better. Lose 20, which we can't do. So let's just go with this. No, we probably need this one, right? Let's do that one. Get a full stat of them. And what we'll do is we'll just get... Oh, nothing is going to happen. So all we need to do is get out of here, right? So as long as we get out of here, that's fine. This is the one. We're out. Okay. Now we need to sneak. I think we're going to go with this one. Prevent the gain. We need 35, right? This is the only one. We're just going to do that one and get it done.
Deliver the wares on time and are rewarded handsomely.
That was not quite as ideal as I would have liked it to be.
Luff. I say luff, you swabs.
Oh, we can do it again? What does that mean? What does this mean? These smugglers... Does it mean we can redo it? I don't quite get it. Oh, we've got the loot on board, right? Okay, so let's reassign over there. Pick up what that is. So here we have... Oh, and now we're gonna... Oh, we should have done this one first because we got cohesion, which we don't have. During our journey, we came across a small raft bouncing in the oceans. I think I want the people, right? Oh, this one is only at the cost of... Of food. Food is not a problem. The cohesion... I'm going to go with this one. Let's get them and take the hit to cohesion. Then we've got this deed done. 5 events with Scarlet, so we'll claim that one. We'll go to the compass and have a look at what our next task is here. Ooh, scroll is a bit funny. Statue or... Oh, I think what I need to do is get these banners going. So let's get the banners going so that we can sort out with what that does for us and get a little bit more on the cohesion side of things. Now, this one, we're still in the reasonable shape, but let's quickly embark here. It's close enough. So let's embark and see what they give us. And then The plan, of course, is we've got a fair bit of loot on here at the moment, right? All right, our loot is pretty good. We don't want to lose it by sinking a ship, but I guess some of these is not a problem. We can always make a run for it. We just want to fill up the ship a little bit more. Okay, so we're here. Let's see what this gets us. Repair the ship. Repair the ship. What does this mean? Oh, this is what we give? We're not paying coin. Easily do the planks thing. Easily. Planks, there we go. Oh, that's easy. No problem. Hire crew. What does this cost us? Ah, this is going to cost us some coin to hire crew over here. So getting crew from this side of things is not ideal, right? Anyway, we'll do that this one time, and then we'll get a little bit of supplies, right? I'm happy to spend the black powder on it, right? There we go. And then later, perhaps. Okay, so we've upgraded ourselves again, so we're all in good shape. Let's head over here and come and pick that up, and we're going to try and get both of these coins done. And then we'll see about the, yeah. I want to do a few of these events before we then kind of go home, right? Over at Skull Rock, did we unlock something we can build? Yeah, these banners. Let's build. Okay, we're just gonna randomly kind of pop these banners somewhere, right? We'll do one over there. And one over there. It's costing us money to do this, though. So we want to be a little bit more cautious with it. But I don't mind popping a few of them in locations where we probably can't do anything else, really. Like something like that as well. Okay, so that gives us at least some additional stuff that we can get, right? So we want to make sure that we can now fill up the cohesion each time that kind of happens. That's kind of the plan with that. The apothecary. I think we need the herbal thing, right? Oh, there's a room underneath it there. Let's do the herbal thing at the back there. We'll get it built while we wait and do some other stuff. The herbal thing, and then... oh, we also need the water thing, right? Water. Ooh. We'll put the water in there as well. A fallen ill, serious disease. Let's quickly have a look at this. Burn herbs in front of housing. This is superstition. Let's just do this. I don't mind because we're not using it at all, right? So let's do that. And then this thing is going to be built. And we can have a look. A cistern. Excellent. So that's giving us fresh water next to the condo here. Now, we also can go out and do our event here. Treasure cave. So dwindling supplies. We need some charts. So I guess something like this is pretty good. Daring scouts. We need 20. This one will give us 20 at the cost of 4. I'm more inclined to be doing that, right? Well, we need to potentially prevent damage to the supplies, though. So let's go with this one instead. Okay, good. So we prevented that damage to the supplies. Now we just need 9, which is unfortunate. But we do need to prevent damage to... Lose player supplies is impacted by dice result. Deal damage to player crew is impacted by dice result. Dice roll determines the resulting impact. So I guess we both have a supply issue and a crew issue. So we're going to go and try and deal with this, right?
We've got company. They must be guarding the treasure. Too bad.
Okay. Now we go on to the next stage here. So we need to reduce the enemy crew to below 50%. So we need to reduce 32 of them, right? So we need to do 32 damage to the crew. So they will do a kill them all on us, which gives results in a double damage to them. So we need to do at least 16 damage to them to be able to to deal with that. And we don't have anything that will prevent our damage unless we do the loot one. We want 16 damage to them. Deal in a no quarter, just to dealing that's pure damage. No, I'm going to go with this one. Okay, now they're going to do that yet again. And the question is, do we just do this? Do we do that? I think we do this one. We'll gain the loot and prevent the damage. Right, that's good. Now, I think now we're just going to have to go swinging, right? Otherwise, we're going to get stuck in this forever. We haven't done any damage to them at all. Because we've just been blocking. Let's forget about that. We're just going to go with the bloody clash and get it done.
We sent them running.
Whoa, they took out a lot. Yeah.
Torches out, and in we go.
Yeah, this is a problem. How many hints do we need? 20 hints? We're just going to go straight away with this one. Get it all done.
Now that's a solid haul. Grab what you can, me hearties. Let's bring this plunder back to our ship.
My blade itches.
Okay, so we've done that one, but that was a little bit costly on the crew side of things, right? So we need to be a little bit more cautious on that. I don't think we can necessarily do another one without going to replenish first, right? And I don't want to lose this ship, right? So let's just head back to port. It's going to take a bit of time to get there. In the meanwhile, we'll quickly jump in and actually probably end the episode. Let's just have a quick look at what's going on here. We do now have the herb one. And we do have the water. So water is now being produced. I do wonder whether we... Oh, fresh water. It's got limited supply of fresh water? That is a little bit interesting, actually. Okay, so now the apothecary. Let's just quickly have a look. So we've got the water. I guess the apothecary is best put in this area here because both of its stuff is nearby. We'll try and do it right above it here, right? See if we can find a spot for it. So let's grab the apothecary. Can we squeeze it in somewhere? Yeah, I think we're just going to do it right here, right? Let's do that to get the apothecary up over here. And what we'll do is we'll grab an extra connection just to make sure that we're getting this up here and down there. Okay, so it will be built. That is up and running. And at the moment, it can just go and collect its own stuff and produce some of this. And we might... Back to safe shores? Okay, the ship is here. We'll have a quick look at that in a minute. If we go back up here to our warehouse... let's get out of here. This warehouse, yeah, let's add herbs to it. So we start filling up on the herbs as well. Okay, so as soon as that's working. Okay, back to safe shores. What did we get? A lot of wine, a lot of coin, and some drifters. We have a pretty hefty repair cost, but I guess we should be okay with when we repair all of this stuff. The ship is already repaired. What does this thing do? Oh, what is this? Hang on. Click on the plus to create connections. Ah. What does that mean? What do we have a lot of? Lumber, stone. We've got so much food. Let us do... Come and grab food over here, right? Okay, I should have done this a long time ago. We can get easy coins this way. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Let's quickly do a trade and then go from there. In the meantime, I'll manage the crew and we'll add a bunch of people to the mix here, right? No problems in terms of doing that, right? Okay, crew back. No cost for that crew. This will sort itself out, I'm sure. A jumble of... Is that 2 coins? Of different currencies, shiny loot, right, good. Is that what 90 food gives us? 2 coin. Let's just check. Because I guess food, if that comes in and that's in 4, I might just stop it there. We'll sell it and we might just stop it there, right? Yeah, okay. Let's stop that. Okay. Let us trade. Okay. So that gives us, so that's not the one we're going to do. So I guess what we want to look at is these things. Booze or this. And I guess where do we have it? At the moment, oh, they're not actually doing anything. Ah, okay. So what we'll do, let's link up with the rum. Let's get the rum over here. We'll see in the next episode, we'll see what the actual value of the rum would be. These are long distances, but because it's for trade and we can only trade every 2 minutes or something, we'll take it from there. Guys, I am going to leave it there. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I've been playing quite a few episodes. I'll probably do a few more, and then it'll depend on whether we're going to continue this series or not. So please, if you want us to continue the series, do have a bit of a look and tell me in the comments down below if you're enjoying it, if you're playing it yourself and the likes. And yes, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.